Radio, Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Adrian here, Regression hypnosis practitioner, psychic medium, obviously a tarot reader. And welcome to your reading. I always say this is almost like when you look at the rest of November, so it's like your hints and tips for the rest of the month, and obviously it's general, so please take it as it resonates. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. And so we're going to look at the rest of November this week, and next week we are going to look at the energy that you can look forward to and prepare yourself for the month of December. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I would like to invite you to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so you know when your readings are coming out. And if you would like to support the growth of my channel and you want other people to also get the messages, I would really appreciate you liking the video. All right, so when I do my readings, I work with my obviously with my guides and my guardians in the universe, and I also work with the collective energy or collective team that I work with, and they call themselves Smile. That's how they presented themselves to me. So we're going to look at your tarot today. We're going to look at your current space, what got you to where you are, what is coming towards you. But before we do that, we are going to first draw you two oracle cards, one from Angel Answers and then also from the Monology deck, just to see what we've got for you. There's links for all the different decks that I use in the description. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that beautiful Pisces needs to know? What information will benefit them? What will they benefit from knowing? Okay, so Pisces, you got three cards, and I'm going to show you all three. All right, I thought that one was going to come out, but then they said no. So the first one to let you know, and this is probably such a good message for you at the moment, because some of you may feel a little bit emotionally bombarded, like a empath, not all that pleasant. You are protected. Message from Archangel Michael, letting you know that you are not alone. Even if you may feel alone sometimes, you are not alone. Feeling isolated, maybe feeling very overwhelmed by the unkindness of the world. Remember, you can also speak to the angels and say to them, well, I would like to be surrounded by more kindness, and they will open that for you. They will lead you in that direction. But it says, thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with protective love light. All right. Spiritual support. See what I was saying? Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. And this is the thing to realize, and I always speak about this even when I speak about divine timing, miracles, blessings, breakthroughs, all those type of things. The thing to understand is that it is your energetic vibration that makes it possible for you to either align with the magic or not. So in everything that I do, like if you look in the description, you'll see there's a link for my step-by-step tarot reading course. There's a free oracle card reading course. In all of that coaching that I do, my goal is always to help you, to support you, in a sense, to get back the balance within yourself. Because when you balance within yourself, when you, Oprah Winfrey refers to it, when you dream the dream that the Creator dreamed for you when you were called forth into creation, that dream will always surpass your wildest expectations. And when we get energetic balance within ourselves, that is when that dream just begins to flow. That is exactly what I'm teaching in my mind unlocking and psychic development coaching. It's very, very long. It's like it's 8 classes, and I would say the coaching probably goes to about maybe 10 to 12 hours. I still have to record 2 lessons, but it's 8 weeks. It's all available online. It's actually in a private Facebook group. And what it does, it helps you to release all these layers that not just in your life, but through the generations of living, you have taken on, that sort of separated you from your natural psychic flow, which is as natural as breathing. All of that is down below in the description. But just to let you know, in this point, if you feel that you need some support from the universe and, from the angels, and you want an easier path of life, and, maybe you're confused about certain things and you're not sure of your clarity in those things at the time, know that the angels can support you and you can ask them for support. Remember that there are laws in the universe, and one of those laws is free will. So the angels are there to support you every step of the way, but you have to open yourself to that support. Okay. Peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel, and sorry, Ariel, not to be confused with Uriel, is the angel that very much there. I almost think of Ariel very much almost like in the fairy realm on earth. That is very much able to help us with physical manifestation. You know, no matter how spiritual, enlightened, or whatever you are, as human beings and in planet Earth, we still have materialistic needs and requires and desires, and there's nothing wrong with that because this is a you know a planet of creation and of experience. You know, and you can say, well, I don't need anything of the world, but it's beneficial when one has a home and a car and a working fridge and that sort of thing. All right. It says, thank you, Errol, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Okay. Just because, and I was speaking to a wonderful friend of mine a little while ago who's a we basically do the same sort of thing. She's a transformational coach. She just does it in a more sort of focusing more on the corporate environment. The point that I'm trying to get to is that we were speaking about the fact that, sometimes you won't agree with everybody around you. You won't agree with your closest relations. It doesn't mean that I have to be right and you have to be wrong, etc., etc., etc. We can all have our own opinions. Let's see what we've got you in Moonology. They're really speaking to you because I think this reading is going to be a little bit longer than I initially anticipated, but that's perfectly fine. Stay with me all the way till the end so we see what it is that the universe has got for you. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Maybe some of you really needed to hear this message. All right? You and your loved ones are safe. And, I always say never forget the incredible power of prayer. Prayer is so powerful, because what it really is, it is sending positive energy into the universe for somebody else's greatest good, which in a sense also acknowledge your oneness with them. All right, let's do your tarot. We're using the Light Seers Tarot for this. So, spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that Pisces needs to know? What is it that Pisces will benefit from? Pisces, those are way too many. Well, I'm going to take them the way they came out. All right, so let's see how many cards there are. The Hermit, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Swords in the recent past. Ace of Cups in your current energy, the Tower and the Fool. Energy coming towards you, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Page of Wands. Swords never ceases to amaze me. And at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, sorry. So, Knight of Pentacles in reverse for you. For your overall energy, don't get panicked about reverse cards. Sometimes I draw a card in reverse and people go like, oh, how bad. It's like, no need to be. Okay, so recent past, Hermit, Three of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. In your current space, and this one is starting to get me excited, Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Fool. All right. The Tower is another card that people see, the Tower, the Death card, and they go like, oh gosh, no, doesn't have to be bad. There's new choices and opportunities coming here for you. You've got the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands. All right. So, maybe you're busy with some sort of venture. It could be at work or whatever. Bottom line is finances are probably or not going, or the plan is probably not going exactly to the way that you anticipated. We hope maybe you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into something. Now, I'm gonna put this to you, Pisces, and I want you to understand that obviously, for some of you know me personally, some of you don't know me personally. You will understand that I shoot from the hip, but I do so from the greatest point of love. My intention is always for you to do the best in your life. That is literally what this YouTube channel is about. That's literally what my whole brand, AHN Great Life, is about. Okay. For those of you very quickly that might be interested, AHN Great Life, it's really, it comes from my names, Adrian Heinrich Nelson. And I didn't like my middle name, which is Heinrich. And so when I started at working at loving myself and accepting myself, I was like, well, what is the first thing that I need to accept about myself? And that was my second name. And so Adrian Heinrich Nelson Great Life was a little bit long, but so AHN Great Life was always about me, and it was about finding the light within me and healing me. And so when I started to start a business, I wanted to extend that light that I was able to find within me to help others to find it within themselves as well. Okay, all right. So recent past. Some of you have taken a bit of a break there, which is excellent. Got some clarity about things, feel got some new hope, but also got some disappointments. All right. again, maybe there wasn't the level of support that you have expected from the people that you expected it. But I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about, sort of. I feel that for some of you, you maybe came up with something really amazing, and you thought, oh, this can really work, and maybe everybody was not as on board as you would have hoped. But I see your heart opening, and this is the beautiful thing about you, Pisces. Once you've done your crying and those type of things, I see your heart opening. I see you moving forward with light. I see you doing beautiful forgiveness. And that in itself, that is really what the Tower moment, following that Ace of Cups, that is really what it's all about. But the Tower moment is only really challenging when we don't release, when we understand that it's time to release. But you understood that it's time to release. You may know certain things about certain people that they may not know that you know, but I feel that you're focusing on peace and love, which opens a wonderful new door of opportunity, of prosperity, of love, and of light for you. Um, Going forward, yes, there are some teething problems. There will be times when you be like, oh my goodness, why did I even do this? Why am I even here? But I also feel that what's happening, and I want you to remember this, when the challenges are coming up, I thought it was raining. When the challenges are coming up, it's also an opportunity for you to grow. All right. Remember when you're stuck in a corner, you can either say like, "Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to crumble away. I'm going to try to hide away," which some of you have done in the past, but that hasn't really done you any favors. Okay. So remember, when you get into a tight spot, there's always an opportunity, and this is something important to remember. The solution always exists. It is about aligning with the solution. And that is what some of you going forward will have to do. But let's clarify. Let's look at that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, where some of you are experiencing some disappointment. I also feel that for some of you, you sort of wanted to bring somebody on track with maybe like a business or a venture or something like that, an idea. And now you're not too sure if that is actually the best idea to do. Queen of Pentacles. Contrary to popular belief, it might actually be. All right. Let's look at that Nine of Swords there in the recent past. You've got the Four of Wands. Some of you were sort of like, when you feel that you need to cry sometimes, like remember when we were a child and you sort of like, you're like, you don't want to do the crying thing. Some of you have been swallowing many, many things for many, many years. And now you finally cried the tears, or you finally said what you needed to say, like you sort of like cleared your heart. It's like opening the curtains and the sun is shining through. You needed to do that. You needed to give yourself that. Let's see what your heart is opening for there with the Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups. Yay, yay, yay. The Queen of Cups is all about hard work. But also, and this is what many of you want to know, is that what you are giving out is also coming back to you. Always do your best to make sure that whatever you always give from pure intentions, that you do your best to serve, to leave the world a better place than what you found it, for the next generation. As long as you come from that side, you won't be able to keep the money away, you won't be able to keep the love away, you won't be able to keep the support away, those with good intentions away. Okay. What a beautiful message. Thank you. All right. Also, to let you all know, I always forget to say this in the beginning of the reading. When I normally do the readings, I don't look too much at the comments. So if any of you leave me a comment, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Blessings, love, and light. I just sometimes don't see it. Okay? So if I don't see it, please know that it's not unacknowledged. Everything is accepted with love in my heart. So the Tower and the Fool. So for the Tower, you have got the Two of Cups. So there's a definite coming together here. A plan is coming together. Be it love, be it romance, be it prosperity, be it whatever, be it a contract. For many of you, it's for some of you, you may have been at something for so long that after a while it feels like, oh my goodness, is it ever even going to happen? Well, you're in for some magic. And there with the Fool, you've got the Seven of Swords. There may be some things from the past that are coming back now. I want to say this to you very, very quickly, Pisces. You may find that it might almost feel like a tacky like things from the past. People coming with things and stuff like that. Now, not everybody wants to hear this, but here's the simple truth. Whatever happens on the outside is a reflection on the inside. So it doesn't mean that you condone all the crappy stuff that people do to you, but when something happens on the outside, what I always recommend, what I would do outside, I have got the willingness to understand what is it within me that is causing this to happen? I've got the willingness to understand it if I need to learn a lesson if I need to, and to heal past that for the greatest good of all. I always try my best to make sure that whatever decision or step that I take, that it doesn't disadvantage another person. Because it's all fine and well to stand in your power and in your strength and be a goddess and be a shining light and a dragon and whatever the hell you're going to be. But remember that what you give out is what comes back to you. So always try your best. It's not always 100% possible, but always try your best to to seek the solution that is going to benefit everybody, so that it doesn't benefit you but disadvantage another person, because that will come back to you. Okay. All right, so let's just lastly look at the Page of Wands in the energy that's heading your way. What is that freedom that we're looking at over there? Because as we said, there will be teething problems for whatever it is that you are doing. But, oh, oi, wow. So the World in reverse, which quickly had me a little bit worried there. The Fool and the Page of Pentacles, which then eradicated all worry, fears, and concern. Some of you feel that you, and remember this going forward, you might feel that you have to make really drastic steps, that you have to maybe overwhelm yourself, make a big sacrifice, usually inconvenience yourself for the greater good going forward. Not necessary. Okay, there is a bright idea that is coming about for you. So what I would do if I were you, Pisces, I would focus on balancing my energy, keeping my energy clear, doing the best that I can, staying grounded, meditating, hanging out with people that raise my vibration, things that make me feel good. If it resonates with you, keep a plant, play with some animals, volunteer at an animal shelter, anything like that that really makes you feel good. All right. And by default, the solutions will actually come to you. Let's see what angel energy you can tap into to support you, and what angel energy is with you during this period just before we end our reading, Pisces. And if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, because it helps my channel to grow. And all other personal services, training, mind unlocking, coaching, psychic development, all of that is down below in the description on my website, ahngreatlife.com. Angel of past lives. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How amazing. Angel of past life. So yes, there are some things that are coming up from the past. Some of those things might be hurtful, some of those things might be challenging, that are coming up for you. But remember that a lot of these things are also coming up not to sort of try and trip you and make your life difficult, but to help you move forward in a prosperous, beneficial way. So all those things in the past that may have been holding you back, and I'm not going to repeat it now, but if you want to, I spoke about energy clearing in the Aquarius reading, so you can always go look at that. Practices for grounding, clearing your energy, protecting your energy, which is really great during this type of period. But know that there's a lot of pain that's being eradicated from you at the moment, so that you can move forward prosperously and not be held back by certain things. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. I hope that helps. Namaste, love and light. See you next time. Bye.